straight to the finish.
Oh my God!
And of course, you are living in Oahu Island, but it's Maui Island as a it's a huge things right now. So, do you want to say something to the message to Maui people as your MMA fight?
Yeah, actually, I would. Lahaina people. I mean, I'm sure it's all over the world, and you guys saw how everything went down. How the Lahaina people was let down by the state, by the government, but the Hawaii community, they stepped up. The people stepped up. The Hawaiians stepped up, and then after the Hawaiians stepped up, the world has stepped up. You guys are seeing and everything, and people helping. The UFC is helping out with this with UFC Loves Hawaii and so on, and it's a tough thing, man. I just shared my story about how some people ended up passing away and then they got the name. So it's just tough, man. Those guys they're the real heroes right now. They're going through it, and my walkout song is gonna be a dedication to them, and they said that we should use bread to solidify those guys that's in the fire and going through it. So I actually gonna be using red for the first time in my UFC career. I've been using the black, the universal, and I was able to be granted red for this short. So yeah, a lot of things. I always go in there with Hawaii on my back, but it feels a little bit heavy right now.
You have a nice history with Glover and some pretty historic moments. How much would it intrigue you to face Alex Pereira? Because in terms of your goal, he's perfectly placed, and it would be intriguing maybe to fight, Glover's student, friend, training partner there.
Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. I like that fight. I like what Alex has brought to the division. I have got a lot of respect for him and his game. And I just think it'd be a really fun fight. I think it would bring a little bit of intrigue to the fight just because of Glover and I's history. Anything I can do to get a win over Glover, I would absolutely do, as much as I like that guy. And after the grappling thing, him and I and his wife and mine sat and had some beers and talked about, potential matchups with me and Alex. And it is what it is. It's all business. And we're all martial artists and competitors. It's nothing personal at times, obviously, especially given the history of this fight, things do get personal at times, but between Glover and I and his team, it's nothing but love.
You've been flourishing on the analytical side. What was your takeout from the Jan fight with Alex?
Well, it was a really close fight. I think probably 50% of the people, had Alex, and I think the other half probably had Jan. I thought that Alex looked pretty good, and to be fair, I thought Jan looked pretty good as well. He was able to do a lot of things that Jan Blachowicz typically does to be successful. I think that Alex had a little bit of an eye-opening moment, though, at 205. He's not the large, scary monster that he was at middleweight. He's a fairly normal dude. Now, because he's so technical and has such an incredible striking game, he's always going to be special. But in terms of just his size and power, he doesn't stand out amongst all of the 205ers. I mean, I don't think that Alex Pereira is more powerful and explosive than an Alexander Rakic. He's not going to be stronger than a guy like Ankalaev, or you know what I mean? Like these dudes are big, powerful, hard-hitting dudes, every single one of them. So because he's such a good striker, he's still going to be special, but it's not going to be just his power and his strength that's going to push him over the top anymore. But I thought he looked good. I thought that his conditioning looked really good, especially at altitude in Utah. I think we've seen Jan Blachowicz had a really tough time with that after the first round. A grappling heavy, he looked really gassed after the first. his takedown defense was improved. He looked good even when he was taken down. He had his back taken. He fought well from the bottom, which makes a lot of sense because he does spend a lot of time with Glover, and you're not going to find a much better MMA grappler than that. So it looked to me like he was improving. Jan looked like the same Jan that we've seen time and time again. But, you know, at 38 or 39 years old, I don't know how much more improving Jan has to do. But with that said, I thought Jan looked really good as well.
What's on your mind going into a rematch? How's the mentality when you face somebody before like this?
It's hard to say what the mentality is when it's, you know, I think this is my first rematch as a pro. I've only had one ever. So right now I'm not even really thinking about, like, the past is the past. I can't do anything about that. It's just a fresh fight for me.
Where do you see the weaknesses in his game?
It's hard to say. Like, even from when we fought before and all that, like, I didn't watch too much of anything, you know, watched a couple things, and that was really about it. So it's hard to say. I just show up and be me and have fun, and the rest will come.
You've shown me in some of your recent finishes that you can finish some of the best people in the world. Is that what you're focusing on here? I mean, at your best, do you feel that you can hang with anyone?
Absolutely. I feel like at my best, I can hang with anyone, and honestly, at my worst, I feel like I can hang with anyone. You know, so, you know, I'm just as good either way. But we coming in with this one. I'm not focused on getting a finish. I'm focused on getting a win.
Hello, I'm from Korea. You always said and write SNS you want Korean Zombie, but yeah, fight is not take place. Do you have any bad feeling about Korean Zombie?
I'll be honest to you, because after my last fight, there was a post in Twitter, and someone was intimidating that from Korean Zombie's Twitter. And I saw the post, which was very insulting to my family, to my past mom, which passed away like 10 years ago. And when I see something like this, I don't care who you are, I'll come wherever you are, it doesn't matter what country you are, and we'll deal with it. But then he sent me the message and said that that was not him. And a few days ago, we met at the stairs. And we talked, and he said right away that that was not him who did this tweet, and somebody made a fake tweet or something like this. So that was the only thing to me. Other than that, he's a great fighter. He's a legend of the sport. You know, I don't have any other feelings. So we pretty much like fixed this, but. He's a top 10 featherweight. I'm here, and yeah, we'll see. I'm not gonna be surprised in the near future if we have a fight. You know. So first thing first, I have a fight. He has a fight. He has different plans this week. I have different completely plans. You know, my main plan is to come back, and then we talk.
Well, given that you're both here, is that a natural call out for you when you get the job done here?
Second, please.
Is Korean Zombie a natural call out for you once you've got the job done here?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, I'm not thinking about that at the moment. This for me is a very important time to come back. All my lights at the moment are on Alex. I have an opponent who's been around for a long time. And he's the first one from top 15 who called me out, and I take the shit personal always. It's not just a game to me, and I'm coming here to shut his lights off.